Who would have thought that an ISIS flag would find its way to the Supreme Court? Solicitor General Jose Calida opened his argument by showing the terrorist flag to the justices. Scout Rangers recovered it in Marawi City.
This is Exhibit 1 for government. This is the one of the requisites of rebellion is when you give your loyalty to another entity, no? Like ISIS. So rebellion ito.
Associate Justice Marvic Leonen was quick to point out this flag is also used by other Islamic groups.
Mr. Solicitor General, just because somebody has that flag, which contains the generic creed of someone that is Islam, a believer, someone who submits to the will of Allah, and that it is in their possession, would you agree with me that it is not necessarily the only fact that will prove that they are part of ISIS?
Calida argues President Duterte declared martial law in Mindanao since the Marawi attack was part of a grand plan to set up an Islamic state in Mindanao. But Associate Justice Mariano del Castillo asks, how did this plan slip the military?
Apparently, the Mauti rebels were well prepared. How is it that our military, it's a total failure of intelligence? Don't you think,
Well, intelligence gathering is not perfect, Your Honor. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. There are certain parts of the puzzle that are not yet clear.
Chief Justice Maria Lourdes Sereno points out they need to rule correctly and provide guidelines. Otherwise, they will only add to the confusion.
And it is only a voice of clarity and sobriety that is most necessary in times of emergency.
Yes, Your Honor.
And it is, while the court is very concerned about the violence that is happening in Marawi, we must still protect the fabric that holds together our society.
Sereno says the court has to make sure the president discharges his authority in line with the framework that governs our country.
Definitely.
Otherwise, what will happen to this country, Attorney Manuel?
Then we will be destroying the institutions that had been built over several decades from the 1987 Constitution.
And what does it mean for us to destroy institutions, Attorney Manuel?
Then we are reverting back to the martial law period, Your Honor, during Marcos.
And to hear it straight from those discharging martial rule, Defense Chief and Martial Law Administrator Delfin Lorenzana and Armed Forces Chief and Martial Law Implementer Eduardo Año were summoned to appear for the third round of oral arguments. Anjo Alimario, CNN Philippines.